Hey dudes and dudettes, I'm Sydney, aka 99 Squids.
What's up, buds? I'm Tristan, aka Daily Gamers, and today on High Tides, it's our first live stream with our special guest, Chad Minez.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for having me on. Like you said, my name is Chad Minez. I'm an Atlantic City-based promoter, background in cosplay events, pro wrestling events, and with the legalities in New Jersey, the changes I've had for 2 years, had planned doing a cannabis convention, and now's the time that we're going to launch. It's called Boardwalk Budz. It's going to be live June 25th, 26th, and 27th. At the Showboat in Atlantic City.
Nice. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So, how did you get into this? Like, what started it all for you?
So I've always, felt out the market on different types of events. So, when comic book conventions were big, I did a cosplay event. I've done pro wrestling for years. And, I've been watching the cannabis, the growth throughout the country. And I've had this plan for about 2 years. And as soon as I heard that the governor, put it on for the people to vote for, I started, thinking about the plans a little bit, scouting out venues, and knew to be able to have an event of this magnitude and draw a brand new market to Atlantic City. Atlantic City is one of my, biggest things that I love. It's passionate to me, and to create another event in Atlantic City in this type of market was huge for me.
I don't think I've ever been out to Atlantic City, honestly.
I don't think I've ever been out there before.
I've been kind of secluded to the West Coast over here. That's about it.
Really? I wish you guys were closer, and if you don't make it this year, maybe the next summer or another summer. Hopefully, with building relationships like this event will grow, and we can do this every year, or maybe we'll travel,
definitely.
or maybe we'll travel to you one day as well.
Yeah, that would be super cool. We would love to be that big. So great. Well, what else do you want to?
So how long have you done the pro wrestling part of your career?
About 5 or 6 years I've been involved in pro wrestling, from small shows to actually large conventions where you do the meet and greets and the live wrestling. I've done things from helping other promoters produce the shows, from the storylines to putting together the matches, autograph signings. Our biggest one was called Boardwalk Beatdown, also in Atlantic City. We did that at the Claridge Hotel about 2 years ago. And, this is our big return for an event to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Nice. I've always liked pro wrestling a lot. I watched a lot of WWE growing up, for sure.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So that's what's kind of cool too, is you might not know it, but the two things actually go together very well, because a lot of pro wrestlers, for pain reasons, being on the road all the time, a lot of them smoke as well, just to medicate themselves and to feel good on the road. Even though wrestling is scripted, and produced, it still hurts. These guys are on the road all day. They're taking bumps in the ring, which, it's wood and metal and, body to body impact. So those guys are in pain, and a lot of them do use marijuana for, medical reasons as well.
Like, that's really cool. I never, as a kid, I never watched anything like that, but I guess I heard you talk about it and stuff like that.
My personal favorite is Randy Orton.
Oh, really? That's a good pick.
Just got to put that out there.
Oh, really? Growing up, I was a Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior guy. My first match was Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant that I saw. More recently, it was Stone Cold and The Rock, and then I stopped watching for a while until I got involved, professionally in the business.
What kind of cosplay, or do you do cosplay, or is it just the events that you work for?
We did. So we did a cosplay event. There was a comic book convention in town, so we actually had a cosplay event. It was a club, drinking. Everybody came in costumes and stuff like that. We had an award ceremony for, best female, best male, best themes. We did it in different categories and stuff like that as well. So that was, one type of event. I only did that one time, and comic book conventions took a break in my area, so that could come back in the future as well.
Yeah, same here. We
Yeah,
didn't
ours
have
took a
Comic-Con
hit.
this year.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually cosplayed. I've gone to Comic-Con and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're fun too. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think I did one. I think my dad and I went as Marceline and the Ice King for Comic-Con.
That's awesome.
Cosplaying.
So what are you guys enjoying right now?
Sun. Is it Sun? It's like Kiss, I think.
I think it's like Sun Haze, and then mine, I'm pretty sure it's Skywalker OG.
Awesome. Yeah, like I told you before when we talked, I actually don't smoke. I did smoke when I was in my 20s. I don't know anything, what it was that I smoked or anything like that. It was me and my brother, buddies and stuff like that. So I don't know, the exact details. And this is a great learning experience for me as well. I've been talking to growers and vendors and stuff like that, and trying to get more educated myself. And with this event, I tried to make it, for people who like cannabis. And then we have so many different other aspects, like the live music, the comedy, the pro wrestling. We're gonna do speed dating. We're gonna have an adult game room. So there's really something for everybody. So let's say a husband and wife go, and the wife doesn't like to smoke. She could do these other activities, or they could do those other activities together.
Yeah, that's definitely super good bonding experience right there.
Yeah.
We are actually smoking on they're like vape pens basically.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the top part is a cartridge that has the residue in it.
Cool.
And it's just rechargeable. It's battery operated.
Yeah,
Pretty nice.
It seems like that's the most popular thing right now is to use the vapes, right?
Yeah.
It's easy.
It's just super easy, and you can just put it in your pocket, and then you have it, and that's it.
Yeah, you don't have to do like 5 to 10 minutes of like packing a bowl or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Rolling up a blunt.
Yeah, so
you
then
just heat this up a little bit and then smoke it, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's portable, it's clean, it's easy to transport. So that seems like the way to go.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And edibles. We like edibles.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'd be into that. That's what I want to do. I want to try some edibles. The smoking thing I don't know about, but cookies, brownies
are great.
Yeah, you see the sour patches and stuff like that now, which it's super cool.
Yeah, definitely. We just got Rice Krispie treats that are made out of Fruity Pebbles instead of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's phenomenal. My God, it is amazing.
And then there's we were just talking to one of our Instagram followers, Blaze It Distro. He sells these. Have you ever seen like a puff bar? It's like a square vape pen basically, but they're disposable, so they have a certain amount of puffs. And he sells ones that have weed in them, so it's a gram in one of the cartridges, and you just throw it away after you're done.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to try them.
I'm really excited. Yeah. We just ordered some yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
First time. That's great.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah.
How long have you smoked for?
For legal reasons, we have smoked after the age of 21.
21. Oh, that's awesome. Good.
I'm not worried. I think I've been smoking for like.
I've been smoking since high school, so since 4 or 5 years
like
ago.
9 years, 8 years.
When did we graduate?
But, I took a break in the middle, but
yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you guys a couple or friends, or what's the situation there?
We're best friends.
Awesome.
We've been friends for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met in high school and we became stoners together. And then,
that's so cool.
Yeah, and then we stayed friends after high school.
Yeah, and we just kept going. Now we're here.
Yeah. So, what made you want to do the podcast? What's the background on that?
Honestly, and it's gonna sound so cliche, but obviously there was the quarantine and everything going on with COVID, and we kind of started getting bored, and then we listened to our own jokes with each other, and we're like,
we should create a show, and then we did it, and that's it.
Some people might like our humor, so we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with giving it a shot, I guess.
Yeah.
And as just like with the convention, that's what I did in the wrestling world. I tried to get other people, and we helped develop each other and help grow and share and market together and network. And through the wrestling, we have had wrestling podcasts that have made it much larger. Large guests coming on the show and stuff like that, views and numbers up, and they've been supportive to me as well. And we connected, and just like to build strong relationships with each other.
Yeah,
I think that's what we want to do. We know there's a lot of stoners out there.
Yeah, I could see the show getting pretty big, so I have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah. we want to keep it going. I feel like we're kind of funny sometimes.
So I know you have an Instagram, you have a Facebook and a Twitter too.
We only have a Twitter.
Yeah, just
other than that, we don't have a Facebook.
I saw the Twitter. Okay. Yeah, you should hit the Facebook too. There's another portion of people out there that don't use those other things.
Yeah, I think we didn't meet community guidelines.
We are because we're affiliated with weed and stuff. They didn't let us have an account.
I'm having a hard time with the event. I did a sponsored ad. Like $500 sponsored ad. And in the middle of that, they shut it down, and I'm banned on my personal Facebook for sharing the comedy event page, which Facebook approved. So Facebook approved the comedy event page, but I had the weed plan on it, and now they're saying, I'm banned for 30 days on Facebook.
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know. Instagram and Twitter don't seem to care, so I don't know why Facebook does.
Yeah, I don't either.
We even have a TikTok.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have a TikTok. I haven't used it yet. We're going to start using it. We're actually going to Pennsylvania to go to a guy's shop there. And, he has like a back room. It's like a lounge and stuff like that. So we're going to record some TikTok stuff and, sample out some stuff and things like that.
Super cool.
Yeah.
We don't really post on our TikTok either. I think we have one TikTok, and it's of my cat.
I want to try and get better with it, but TikTok's a hard one. It's just always posting videos. It's not like pictures. Like Instagram's pretty easy, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what's cool about Instagram now. You can post on Instagram and it posts on all the other stuff for you too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it connects to Twitter. It's really nice.
It is super cool. I mean,
where else do we want to go on this adventure?
What is your favorite food to make if you're baked? You said that you used to smoke, but what was your favorite food?
Yeah, so me and my brother, we just smoked out of a bowl, and that was it. Every single time in a pipe. That was the only two things we ever used. Never done edibles. Like I said, I'd definitely be interested in that. I have anxiety and stress and stuff like that, and body pain. So and for enjoyment, any of those areas, edibles I think would be most suitable for me. And like I said, they have their Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that. So I think that's, I don't know, that would it seems kind of childish, but it seems the most fun for me.
Yeah. It's definitely, edibles are fun, especially if you can get the weird, wacky ones like the gummy worms. Ooh, the gummy bears are really good, but you got to watch out with those ones.
Yeah,
you'll eat too many, and then you'll realize how much you've eaten, and then you're like,
that's what my son. No. Yeah, my son's mom says, no, you don't want to try edibles because once you take them, you're gonna get knocked out. I'm like,
they get you hard.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah. Anybody, I think edibles hit hard. You just learn that you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You learn your limits.
Yeah. Like anything else, like drinking, and you learn how much to consume.
Yeah.
I can run down the show and some details a little bit too for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like I said, it's June 25th, 26th, and 27th. We're going to open up on Friday, which is June 25th. We're going to have a food truck festival there. Everything starts at 2:00. Food truck festival is outside. The vendors will be inside. If there's any COVID issues, we do have 3 floors, and we have the outside reserved as well. So you'll have a whole floor of vendors. We'll have live bands, which are free with the convention. Outside of the convention, we'll have 6 pro wrestling shows included in the convention pass, or you could buy separate tickets for that if you're not going to the convention. Same thing with the comedy club. We'll have a comedy club upstairs. That's Friday night and Sunday night. And Club Cannabis Saturday night with #1 DJ Vito G from Atlantic City. And food truck festivals all 3 days. We'll have live bands in the food truck festival, as well as pro wrestling out there as well. You can get tickets at boardwalkbudz.eventbrite.com, or you can email me any questions at boardwalkbudz@gmail.com. And, like I said, hopefully this event will be successful enough that we can do it a second year. And as New Jersey laws change, we want to, increase what we can do and, the directions we can go in. And, what people like, we'll tweak each year. If people like the comedy clubs, we'll bring that back. If people like the speed dating, we'll bring that back. If they don't like something, we'll remove it and try and replace it with something else instead.
That's super cool. What do you think food-wise? I mean, owners for food. So, what do you plan on having there?
So we already have. We're going to do 30 food trucks. I already have 12, and we have a company called the Walking Taco. We have a hot dog vendor. We have Twisted Steaks, which makes cheese steaks on pretzels and stuff like that.
That sounds really good.
House of Cupcakes. We have 3 barbecue places. So we might turn that into a who has the best barbecue type of competition. I'm not sure what else, but there's 11 total out of 30 that we're gonna have.
Nice, that's super cool.
Yeah.
What sort of comedy is going to be there?
So each night we'll have 4 comedians, and we wanted to be pushing the envelope. We wanted to be very vulgar, drug related. We wanted to be how society is so soft now. We wanted to be the exact opposite there. We want the comedians to roast the people, insult you, make you feel bad if you cry. You know what you're signing up for. We're gonna tell people.
Nice. I think that's actually I think that's a good idea. I think
definitely.
we need to toughen up a little bit.
Oh yeah, especially at this type of event, we can do that. We get listen. This is the adult place. We're gonna have an adult game room where. All the different games that I have vendors sending me, and they're going to be 21 and plus games, and a lot of adult fun, like escape all the politics that we just got done with. Forget about COVID for the weekend. Yes. Just have fun.
Just take a break.
Yeah, be loose, be free, have fun. That's what this event is all about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that sounds super fun. I think maybe we can try and make it this year, because that sounds.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, so the hotel where we have the event too. There's a hotel, and we'll have a code within the next couple of days for a discount for fans and vendors who are going to come and stuff like that.
Nice.
You could stay right on site. It's not like you have to leave.
Oh.
Everything is there. So whatever happens in the venue, you just go right up to your room. You can relax and stuff like that. Come back down again, and so everything's all in one.
Yeah, that's super cool.
How you feel being live?
It's kind of
yeah, it's a little weird. I didn't think I'm still a little nervous.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. Yeah.
Have you been live a lot? Is this kind of normal for you?
So I'm socially awkward. To be honest, this is uncomfortable for me, but it's again repetition and stuff like that. I don't know, you just kind of have to get used to it. And public speaking, I still struggle a little bit. I used to have a stuttering issue when I was younger, and I went through stuttering classes and stuff like that. So every once in a while, I get caught up when I'm doing an interview, and you just have to slow down and repace yourself. And when I started talking about the event, I started speeding real fast, and each time you just gotta learn how to pace it.
Yeah, I have one specific one, when I take tests. Everyone I feel kind of has some test anxiety, but I've had full-blown panic attacks before I
Really?
started tests. Yeah, there was a couple times I had to like leave the room, and it's a hard time.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand.
I mean, and being live, I mean, if you don't think about it, it's kind of okay if you kind of just stay in the groove.
Yeah. But then you get out of it and you're like,
oh, everything we're doing is live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Yeah, I have my son all the time too. I have him full time. And a couple months ago at a wrestling show, we record and stream the wrestling shows live on IWTV. And there was a segment going on, and all of a sudden he starts screaming and crying live on the stream. And the same thing happens on podcasts and stuff like that, based on his mood, and so live isn't always the easiest, but it's I think it's the most fun and natural and cool.
Yeah, good way to get to know everybody
Yeah.
live.
So you said it was you were a big advocate for the marijuana industry. What do you like? Do you see a bright future in the medical field with marijuana?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am an investor in 5 different cannabis companies personally. Medical wise, I said off air, my son's mom is a former heroin addict, and you hear everybody talk about marijuana is the gateway drug. It's like a scare tactic that people like to throw out there. The anti weed and cannabis people, and there's just there's so many benefits to it. From look, they're talking about it helps with COVID, it helps with cancer, it helps with pain. It's the earth's natural product. It's not like these drugs that are being cultivated and made in labs and stuff like that. This is something that's grown from the earth, and whether it's for enjoyment or relaxation or stress or any type of disease, there's so much more positive. You look at something like alcohol, where people drink and get drunk and drive, and it's something we created versus something that's natural and something that's for people's health and again, relaxation, enjoyment, fun. So huge supporter.
Yeah. Speaking of naturally grown drugs, there was actually in Denver, our capital, they legalized mushrooms recently.
Shrooms.
So New Jersey did too. New Jersey did too, and then that's one of the issues that came off the bill already, was the mushrooms. So I think that's done now. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't looked into the facts about if mushrooms have any beneficial effects or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah,
that might be a lot about shrooms.
that might be pushing it, because I know some friends, and even my mom has told me past experiences where they've had bad trips and stuff like that. And so again, that's something I don't know about that.
Psychologically,
yeah, right.
Might not be the best, but
yeah.
So have you? How do you like? Do you have a deep connection with New Jersey? Is it? Do you love it there? Is it like hometown or?
So, born and raised in New Jersey, traveled the country, been out of the country a couple times. I love New Jersey. I love having the different seasons. I love the winter. I love the summer, the spring, and the fall. Just a mix. You don't get too tired of any of them, because they continually rotate. I love the town I live in. I live in Pleasantville, which is right outside of the city. So kind of like city-like, kind of like rural. Good schools and stuff like that. Jobs. I have a good business that I run. I run a new construction cleaning company. So when they build apartment complexes or houses, our company goes in and cleans before the people move in, the renters or the homeowners. And that's a business that has been growing since the 80s that I've been involved in, and I took it over, and really blessed work-wise, and being able to do these events and stuff like that as well. So this is home, and will always be home.
I'd say that we have 4 seasons, but
Yeah.
winter is very long.
Brutal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't end.
Yeah.
It's like winter all year long.
Yeah,
Like,
like
spurts of different seasons.
like summer it gets really hot, but most of the year it's pretty cold. Or
Really?
you get snow at random times. Like last year, I know we got a snowstorm in May, and I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my God.
like why?
And it wasn't like a bad snowstorm. It was like a 1 to 2 day storm. We were like,
Wow.
It literally can be sunshine, rain, or snow all in one day. Like
mm,
it's just a lot.
terrible.
It's very hormonal here in
Yeah.
Colorado.
That's
Apparently.
crazy. Yeah, I love my other place that I love too is Florida, but it's way too hot, for me. I don't like hot
it's
all
too
the time.
humid.
But there it rains all the time, right? And you could be
Yeah.
at you could be at a theme park and it starts raining for 2 minutes, and all of a sudden it's gone. It just rains all the time, but it's like real quick spurts. Like you can
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
and it's raining, and then all of a sudden it's done.
Yeah, I've only been to Florida. I think I've been there like 3 times now, and every time there was always a day or two where it would do that, where it would rain for like a couple seconds or a couple minutes, and then it would stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a water park one time and we were in the water and I'm like, oh my God, we gotta go. And everyone's like, no, just chill out. Just stay in the water. It's gonna be done soon. And then within like 5 minutes, it was the clouds went away and the sky was open, and enjoyed the rest of the day.
yeah,
I've
that's
been-
not how
I've been-
Colorado is.
Yeah, I've been to Colorado one time, only to the airport though, because I was coming from Vegas
Denver.
to the airport, and then home. I didn't get to enjoy it at all, but definitely on my list to go.
Most of us Coloradoans don't really like
Yeah.
Denver Airport.
No, really?
It's just such like
it's so big
and it's so
like,
far out of Denver.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then I don't know. It feels like a maze when you're in there.
Yeah.
What's going on? But
Yeah.
Colorado Springs Airport isn't too bad, and that's where we're at. So it's closer
Mhm.
than having to drive all the way up to Denver.
Yeah, we have an airport. We have an airport outside Atlantic City. It's so tiny, though. You think Atlantic City would have a big airport? It's like like 4 or 5 terminals where they have planes.
Wow.
I think Colorado Springs Airport is probably similar, maybe a little
Oh,
bigger.
yeah.
I think
But
it's a little bigger than that, but I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the airport in so long. I have no idea.
it's going to the airport,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, this pandemic is terrible.
Hopefully in June you'll be taking a flight.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
maybe.
yeah.
Hopefully we can go out there.
Need to get out of here.
Yeah.
So do you have any appeal to the mountains at all?
I do. As far as I would love to go tubing and skiing, snowboarding, and you also have like river activities, right, in the mountains out
Yeah.
there.
Definitely.
like,
Oh yeah, whitewater rafting is big out here.
I would love to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, those are I think that's like I think we have zip lining too.
Yeah, that's
Up in
fun.
Burn Bugs, I think.
Yeah, somewhere in
Yeah.
there. If you ever come down, Manitou's always a really cool place to go. If you ever want to go skiing or snowboarding, I always recommend like Breckenridge. It's really
Yeah,
cool,
Breck is
really pretty.
definitely.
Copper's really nice too.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Um, So how have you been spending this pandemic? Have you been stuck in the house like everyone else, or
I have not. What's weird is like when we have natural disasters and weird viruses and stuff like that. For some reason, I always seem to be busy. We had a huge hurricane here called Hurricane Sandy. I don't know if you heard about that or not, but it, like destroyed all these houses and stuff like that. When the hurricane came, and with my company, what we do is we clean the houses. So when all these sandy houses got rebuilt, we got so busy, because we went in and cleaned them before the new homeowners came in, or the old owners, since the houses were replaced. And now with sanitation wise, people want their offices super clean and stuff like that. So where in New Jersey, a lot of people lost jobs and got slower and stuff like that. We got way busier. So really had no downtime. And then planning these events, we've still been running wrestling shows. We've been doing shows down in Florida, and we did a couple shows in New Jersey. So we've been, still extremely busy. And then, getting this planned out, is a tremendous, task to take on as well. Getting from sponsorships to vendors to the food trucks to dealing with the city and the venue and stuff like that. Super busy.
Yeah, I work at Starbucks, so we actually
Awesome.
never closed down, and so I worked through all of it, and it was kind of rough. Our store almost doubled in profit when
Really?
the pandemic started, and it didn't stop. It kept going and going, and it just kept like our profits kept
Wow.
increasing, and traffic wouldn't stop. But I know you also didn't get a break.
I work at a hospital, so
Oh my God, yeah.
I was nonstop. I
Wow.
totally just like, I forget there's a pandemic sometimes because I'm like, oh yeah, I go to work every day, and like, oh, never mind, sorry. Like,
There's actually a time where towards the beginning where Starbucks offered a month off.
Wow.
And I wish I would have taken it, but at that point it just wasn't the right situation and I needed the money. But they haven't offered it again, and I'm really sad that I didn't take a month off of work.
What's your favorite Starbucks drink?
oh, what is that one that you make?
Stupid TikTok drink that it haunts my dreams. Everyone knows what it is, but it's an ice white mocha with cold foam and extra caramel drizzle.
Perfect. That's my favorite.
It's terrible. Everyone orders it now. But
Really?
my personal favorite is a Irish cream cold brew. That's really good.
Wow, I'll
And
try
it
that.
would be really good with Bailey's too, but
Yeah,
can't take that to work. So.
I do two of the biggest dragon drinks each time I go. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I love dragon drinks.
Yeah.
I really want Starbucks now. It, like, really makes me want Starbucks.
It's funny because like over here we have Starbucks like on every single corner.
Oh my god.
So like right where we live is one of the main roads. So every single street or every single stoplight there's a Starbucks on the corner. So we don't have slim pickings here.
Oh
yeah,
my
like
God.
you could literally, I think there's like 4 super close to the house. And that's like maybe a couple blocks away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know, I love my company.
I like working at the hospital. It's really fast paced, but I love it.
We all love our jobs. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nice to have a job right now, even though everyone or a lot of people are struggling. But so did you want to summarize the details of your event really quick?
Yeah. So again, it's Boardwalk Budz. It's a 3-day cannabis lifestyle event. You know, it's not just cannabis. There's a whole bunch of other things. Tickets are available at boardwalkbudz.eventbrite.com. Sponsors can email me at boardwalkbudz@gmail.com. Friday night, it kicks off. No, Friday during the day, 2 p.m. it kicks off. The convention and the food truck festival. Friday night has pro wrestling and also a comedy club. Saturday night has a comedy club and pro wrestling. No, Saturday night has a nightclub. I'm sorry, the nightclub and pro wrestling. Sunday night has comedy again and pro wrestling. We have a VIP package, which includes everything. That's $175. Tickets for the wrestling are $20 each show, $30 each show. So, you know, in wrestling alone, your VIP ticket pays for itself. You also, with the VIP, get a swag bag that's going to have rolling papers with the Boardwalk Budz logo on it, a T-shirt, and some other kind of gift that we're still trying to work out, and we're calling that the swag bag. The website is going to launch February 1st. That's boardwalkbudz.com. And again, based on success, we want this to be a yearly event. And we also want to take the show on the road. You know, we want to go to different states like Colorado and California, Washington State, Florida. You know, so maybe if we do 12 shows a year, one a month in a different state, would be ideal for us. So the listener, So listeners, fans, friends, family, and all that kind of stuff, spread the word, and I'm easily accessible through all the social medias and through the email. Like talk to you guys all the time too, whenever something comes up, and And I appreciate it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, I appreciate being on the show, being the first live guest, and I hope we both grow, in the future, big time.
Yeah, we appreciate having you on.
Yeah.
We just wanted to let you guys know that his event and everything is going to be in the description below. Just visit his website and make sure you head over to Atlantic City and enjoy that weekend.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna try. We're gonna try.
We're gonna try and be out there.
I'll take good care of you guys if you come.
Awesome.
Yeah, we definitely will try. We'll try to do it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on our first live stream. Please like, subscribe, comment, and go follow Chad.
Yeah, guys, go do it.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much, guys.